What is the difference between rich and wealthy, and what does any of that have to do with intimacy? Well, I'm going to break that down for you in about 5 minutes. So, hi, Jeremy here, your peak performance relationship and mindset mastery guy. And a lot of successful men struggle with intimacy and struggle with being rich versus being wealthy. So first, let's start off with rich. What does it mean to be rich? To be rich is to have fat stacks, to have that bank account busted to overflowing. And for a lot of guys, their net worth is intimately connected to their self-worth. When their money goes down, their self-worth goes down. It's like when you have less bank, then you become worth less. And so for a lot of guys, that money, that be able to produce results, have that cash flow, be able to take and show income, show celebrity status, show big cars, big watches, all the fancy things, like that's really important to them because it shows I'm a producer, I'm a provider, I can make things happen, I'm a man of means. The thing is, that's rich, and that's fantastic. It's a great thing to have. Please understand, I'm not attacking that or making that wrong. Fat stacks is wonderful. You cannot help the poor by becoming one of them. So being rich is really a great thing to help you to handle helping the people in your lives. But that doesn't mean you're wealthy. I was talking to a guy, $200,000 a month net. And he's like, I have the same problems, the same reactions, the same doubts and fears as I did at $80,000 a month as $800 a month. Because wealth is more than just a bank account. Wealth is a state of being. It's being in a place of abundance and gratitude, being able to appreciate and enjoy the wealth, enjoy the cash flow, enjoy the money. Because what's the point of having all the bank when you're working 24/7 and you're shut in a room and you got to make deals and you can never relax and appreciate it? If you can't take a vacation, if you can't take time off from your business owns you. You do not own a business. So this idea of rich versus wealth, let's separate those two and get really clear which one matters to you. Now, the third piece, how does any of this connect to intimacy? When a man is not feeling productive, when he doesn't feel like he's producing results, it's very hard for him to feel desired. It's very hard for him to allow himself. I haven't earned the right to intimacy. I haven't earned the right to sexy fun times. I have to go produce and I have to go show my value and show my worth. Then I can relax into this space. It's hard to relax and be appreciated or have a woman fawning over you or adoring you when you're like, but I don't know how I'm going to make bank. I don't know how I'm going to pay the bills. I don't have enough money for gas. I don't have enough money for dinner. How can I? And so for a lot of guys, their self-worth really is tied into their money flow situation because to get their income up is to increase their self-worth. I can produce and I can buy this and I can buy that. That makes me worth it. I'm now qualified and confident enough to ask her out. You'll hear a lot of guys that say, oh, I'm not at her level, or oh, I can't approach her, I'm not where she is. Very rarely will you hear a woman say that. Like her self-worth is somehow tied into her ability to get results or to make things happen versus I exist and you should worship me because I exist and because of who I am. So guys, there's something we can learn from that. Ladies, there's something you need to understand from us. When we are hedging, when we are hesitating, when we are drawing back, we want to provide and we want to protect and we want to produce. And if we don't feel connected to that, it causes problems. Now, to help you guys, you high performance dudes that are making things happen, I wrote a special guide for you. It is the 10 secrets to relationship success for successful men. And I'd love for you to go check that out. It's at jeremyrodruck.com/intimacy. And it's a quick article. It's got 10 bullet points on there. These are the 10 areas you need to be working on to make sure you're showing up regardless of your bank account, regardless of your fat stacks. Because that only amplifies who and what you are. The money doesn't change you. It only enhances or accelerates or expands what you already are, what you already have. If you're in scarcity and then you get a bunch of money, you're going to be scarce about how to handle that money. But if you're in abundance and flow, if you're truly in a wealthy state of mind, you're going to enjoy that money. You're going to appreciate that money. You're going to expand that money. So go figure that out. Go check that out at jeremyrodruck.com/intimacy. I'll put a link in the comments down below so you guys can go check that out. And you know, I'm recording this a week before Valentine's Day. Get planning, guys. Get ahead of schedule. Make something happen so that you can produce a moment of connection with the woman in your life, the people in your life that matter to you. Make them feel important. Time is ticking, and the one thing you can never get back is time. No amount of money will buy you 10 years you missed from your kids' lives. Something to think about. And I'll see you next time. Bye.